important aspects about my life. And many of those lessons are still equally important for me in ongoing career. I learned to accept reality. My take on this is that we should all be quick learners and face reality with utmost honesty. This mantra taught me another important lesson, which is to adapt, learn to adapt. It is not the strongest or the most intelligent who will survive, but those who can best manage the change. With these two key learnings, I gave myself another chance, and this time I successfully cleared my chartered accountancy and entered the elite club of chartered accountants of India. Trust me, this time the success which I achieved was no match to all the success which I've achieved in the past. Boosted with the self-confidence I had, I entered the field of technology and joined Infosys and kick-started my career. During my journey in Infosys, I met across various people from various communities with varied set of backgrounds, all of which was a story for myself to make me a much more better and improved personality. I then met a person who changed me for good, my life partner Monica, who hails from a different part of the country and a beautiful land of Kerala. Being in relationship with her, it I am often reminded from the wise word of Mr. Ratan Tata. If you want to walk fast, walk alone. But if you want to walk far, walk together. I wonder if my wife is here this time, she would be like, wow. However, moving on towards the later part of my journey, I am blessed with a beautiful girl in 2020 who is my daughter Yadvi, who is now 2 years young and always top on my head, even literally, I can say. But over all this while, I have been missing an urge to set up my own company, to make a move, to be an entrepreneur, to have that hustle, to achieve my aspiring goal, as I'm from a business community. And with Almighty's grace, I've achieved that feat in October 2021. I partner with Vijay Technologies, and now I'm settled in Hyderabad and a partner here, ready to face new beginnings and new challenges which would come across my way. And now the learnings from my first setback are even more meaningful. I'm now a realist and a quick learner. With these thoughts, I'm on a continuous journey of self-improvement and and in order to make and in order to be to have self-improvement, the key is to be realistic and assess what your strengths are and what your limitations are. With this, I am reminded of a very famous Latin quote, per aspera ad astra, through hardships to the star. I hope these key lessons would have a ripple effect in my entire career and I would go a long way towards my self-improvement and excellence. Thank you all for hearing me patiently and have a great evening. Over to you, Toastmaster Chief.
Yeah, it was indeed a very good introduction by Krishna Bhattar. A virtual round of applause for him. Thank you, Krishna. Now it's time to listen from one of our speech crafter, Anil Thakre. He is attempting his icebreaker speech. I guess Bharat Tawri is not around. I request to evaluate his Aditi
Am I
to
audible?
read out his objective of his project. Aditi?
Yeah, okay, Toastmaster Sheetal.
Thank you for accepting this channel.
I will do the honor.
You.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Huh?
Am I audible?
Yeah. Unmute yourself, Anil. Unmute yourself.
Okay.
Doing mute.
When can I start? What is the time to start?
Your this speech will be around 4 to 6 minutes.
No, but shall I start now because I didn't get.
Yeah, you can start.
Sheetal, who is the
Okay.
evaluator?
Aditi only. As Bharat is not available, Aditi is ready to accept this role. So she will be a dual evaluator for today's evening.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So I will be using. I will be using my papers because I don't want to forget some things. I didn't get time. So
No issues, Anil.
let me
No,
start.
no issues. You
Okay.
can use your paper. Okay. Yeah.
Do you think there is a relationship between human standing upright and invention of internet? A very strange combination, no? So Toastmaster of the day, Toastmasters, and my fellow speech crafters. A very good evening. My name is Anil Thakre, and I live in Jubail, Saudi Arabia. Yes, Aditi, anything?
Can you just turn on your video?
My video
Because
is on.
no, I
Okay,
can't see.
I'm using a phone as audio, and okay. Let me
Aditi,
Okay,
switch
now I
back to
can
my
see you.
phone.
it is
Okay.
already pinned. He has already pinned here.
No, no, actually he is
Actually,
using two
I have
accounts.
system issue.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
now
have
he is
system
I
using
can
issue.
see
two
you.
devices, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Thanks.
let me use this. So I have issue with my laptop audio actually.
Yeah.
Is it okay now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Better. Perfect.
perfect. Perfect.
So my name is Anil Thakre. I live in Jubail, Saudi Arabia, uh, with my very cute little daughter and lovely wife Priya. So I'm working in Saudi Aramco Total Refining and Petrochemical Company as on-stream analyzer head. As a head of the group, I have to support my team by providing them resources and plans.
Hello.
So what we are doing is we are managing a group of analytical equipment called analyzers. So if you go to petrol pump and if you see this 91 and 95 RON, or in India it is called normal or premium gasoline, then we are the people who are responsible for maintenance of the measuring equipment. So I completed my Bachelor of Engineering from Gondia, which is also my hometown. I did it in electronics and communications. This town is close to Nagpur, where many believe the center point of India is located. It is also called Zero Mile. It is also called a city of oranges. From childhood, I was fascinated by scientific inventions and technology, and that is one of the reasons why I chose the question I asked. So coming back to a question, standing up and internet. How many of you think standing up and internet are related? If you can just raise your hands. If I was you, I will always raise my hand because if the person is asking, that means there is relation. But maybe it is a trick question. Huh? I warn you. Maybe sitting and internet is related. Okay, I see some hands raised. So anthropologists, these are the scientists who study what makes us human. Yes, they study ancient artifacts, the bones, and a lot of other things, fossils, so that they can study the human development or evolution. So some of them or many of them believe that there is a very strong relationship between humans standing upright and our social, what we say, social collaboration. So as per them, and without social collaboration, there is no internet. The essence of internet is that we have social collaboration. So as per this theory, standing upright required a lot of transformation in human body. Now, some of these changes were good. They brought us advantage, while others not. Actually, we had to sacrifice for that. One of the great sacrifice humans had to make was premature delivery of babies. Yes, 9 months is premature delivery because many of the animals in animal kingdom, when their baby arrives, it can stand up and walk. For humans, it takes almost 1 year, let alone they defending themselves. So this required us kind of social collaboration, people protecting each other. So there is very strong relationship. Okay, there are other group of anthropologists who believe it is not the standing upright thing. It is the size of human brain or proportion to body, or it is the language which was developed and which could do this wonder. Whatever the case, for me, standing upright or standing up is very important, figuratively and literally also. So what I mean by that, so if you want to succeed in life, you have to stand up and face the challenge or face your fears. You have to stand up to help others if they need your help. And you have to stand up to appreciate and to thank. So lastly, if you're sitting for a long time, I think nobody is sitting for a long time now. But if you're sitting for a long time, it is better if you stand up, stretch out, and enjoy this good evening. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Jitesh.
Actually, Toastmaster of the day, Sheetal.
Yeah, that's fine. No problem. Yeah, thank you, Anil Thakre, for the icebreaker speech. It is really very nice. Good, keep it up. And congrats for your completing icebreaker speech. Now, I have seen our workshop presenter has joined the meeting. Very good evening, sir. Venkat, sir. He has
Yeah,
joined.
good evening. Are you able to hear me, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hello. Namaste.
Yeah, hello, sir.
Good
Namaste.
evening, everyone.
Very good evening. Welcome to Speechcraft session 2.
Oh, thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
So without wasting our time, we would like to start our workshop. A
Great.
passionate Toastmaster hailing from Chennai, Tamil Nadu, serving Hadid as a process control and automation engineer, fond of reading and traveling, simple living, family loving person, love to socialize, have passion for learning and serving, believe in facing difficulties as a challenges and not as a problem. Relax, take it easy, enjoy the life. He believes Toastmaster is very useful in personality development and for achieving, enhancing effective and positive communication and leadership skill. Please help me welcome GTM Venkat with huge round of applause.
Thank you. Thank you very much,
Stage
Sister
is yours,
Sheetal.
sir.
I was. Thank you, Sister Sheetal. Actually, I would have known that you will give me such a fabulous introduction, I would have requested my wife to be here. Actually. You know? Okay. because it rarely people give so much of respect and love. Okay, so it's such a pleasure and honor to be associated with such a great team actually. First of all, my apology for joining a little late actually, because uh, like Toastmasters, even my office also, they do not leave me behind. So even if I am in Chennai, they are still tracing me back here. So just ended one meeting. So coming to my passionate feeling for Toastmasters. First of all, congratulations to uh, all the great participants of Speechcraft program. Okay. Now, I'm not so sure who will be learning from whom, but I am certain that I will learn more from this session, because I'm always a learning Toastmaster, as I always say. So first of all, congratulations to each and every one of you. Relax. It's nothing new I'm going to share with you. You all know most of the things which I will share with you, but as in Toastmasters, we do not give you something new, but we will help you how you can gain new heights with the skills which you already have. So today we are going to talk about impromptu speaking. I know I could see youth leader Rohini here. Hi Rohini, how are you?
I am fine, sir. How are
Okay,
you?
yeah, thank you, dear. So if I miss something, please help me with that. Okay. So
Okay.
okay, because I know you are a very champion youth leader, so you can always help me and guide me. Okay. And regarding the table topics, basically in life, we never get to listen to 5 to 7 minute speech, right? Very regularly. Like if I tell my wife I'm going to give you 5 to 7 minute speech every day during our conversation, I think my wife will enter into a silent mode actually. Okay, because in life it never happens actually. 5 to 7 minute speeches which we give for icebreaker, international speeches, they are all good. They are all good to help us in some special situations, but they are not the regular ones which we already always use. When somebody will ask us something, how was your day? That's an impromptu speech, because every day is a new day. I have something different to share. You may have something different to share about your day. So this is unique for us. Okay. So if somebody is saying I'm not new to, and I'm totally new to table topics, that's not right. We our life is entirely filled with table topics. Okay, how was the food? How was your day? How is the weather? Are you okay? Do you like me? Okay, so who is your best friend? All these things are all table topics, right? Now, why then still why we are always afraid of table topics when we say in Toastmasters, especially if someone is saying I'm not afraid of table topics in Toastmasters, there can be only one reason or one purpose. The person is lying basically. Okay, because why I will tell you, it's a basic human instinct that we are afraid of the unknown. Table topics is as a topic, it is unknown. The topic what I will get in the session, I don't know about it, right? But what I can say is that I can always share something what has happened in my life and associate with the topic which is being given. So don't take table topics in Toastmasters as a format for your daily life. Your daily life table topics, you are handling it very well, excellently. So when it comes to Toastmasters, why we are nervous is that we are afraid of the unknown. We don't know what is going to be the topic. For example, if I am a commerce graduate or commerce postgraduate, if someone will ask me something more about science, about nuclear fission or nuclear fusion, I will be a little nervous. Okay. But if I am a science graduate and then somebody will ask me about the GDP, okay, so, or somebody will ask me about, tell me how to will analyze the balance sheet, liabilities and other things. I will be a little nervous because it's not known to me. That is the only difference. So, in table type is if I appear on stage and if I am feeling a little nervous, the only thing is that everyone is same. So you don't have to be nervous about it. If I am attempting a table topic, even an online session, because you cannot see my legs will be shivering as usual, or like every one of you. Okay, but I'm good at hiding it actually, because I have practiced this skill of hiding my fear for the last 12 years. Okay, so this is only a practice session, so nothing to be stressed about this table topic session. It's about 1 to 2 minute speech. Okay, it's about 1 to 2 minute speech. And in Toastmasters, we always say every speech is important, whether it is 30-second speech. For a moment, for example, you enter into a lift and you meet the CEO of your company. Okay, inside the lift, you have 30 seconds to reach to your desired floor. And within those 30 seconds, how you can impress him? That is the skill which may change your career, which may change your profile, right? Which may change your next promotion or the next goal what you want to achieve in your life. Or maybe your mother-in-law or father-in-law may ask something, okay, which will define your relationship further with them. Okay, so a moment of 30 seconds or 1 minute can change the way how people look at you, change the way how you operate. In Toastmasters, we always say that we always have our end goal before we start to speak. Like when I started this workshop, I have only one goal: to make yourself, all of you, comfortable with any format of speech, whether it is a 5-minute speech, whether it's a 1 minute speech or 30-second speech. Okay, so our life is preparing us every day. So whatever the topic you will get, associate with your life, and then tell what you know about the topic. Because when you are given the topic, you do not have time to go through any books or Google and find more content about it, right? So whatever is already within you, you just express it in a cool way. That's all. Okay, so we will see a few slides, nothing much of load on the slide. It's just to have a fun. Okay, so we will go through a few slides and we will see how we can work on it. Okay, how I have tried something which may be of help to you. Okay, are we okay with that? Am I very fast? I want it to be a very interactive session, so you can all make your microphones unmuted any moment. Okay, you can ask me, you can stop me and ask me whatever you feel like. Okay, and are we okay with that? Let us try to be as interactive as possible. Okay, and let me share a screen. Our dear host, can you please enable screen sharing for me? I have a PowerPoint for our presentation.
Just a minute, sir. I will make you host.
Okay, okay, thank you. I think today for this meeting, we have faced a few challenges, I believe, right? These challenges may also help us to prepare a speech. Okay, because every challenge gives us some new lessons to learn and a new speech to deliver. That's what happens. You know, in life, everything happens for a reason. And we are learning every moment of it, whether you like it or not. Life is teaching us every day, every moment a new lesson. Because just before the meeting started, I received a message from my boss to connect to a very critical meeting. So I have to manage some way. So I requested our dear Sheetal to please bring in the icebreaker speech in the beginning. Okay. For the icebreaker speech, for example, I listened to a little part of it in the end. It was very well delivered. I believe I wish I delivered such a great icebreaker during my Toastmasters. When I joined Toastmasters. You are very cool, and you are giving us some suggestions to rise up from your chair, and so that's giving a lot of confidence. So when you talk to people, you don't deliver speeches. You talk to people. You have a conversation with them. Enjoy the purpose. The speech is not about what I say, what you have learned, what you have listened or received. That's more important. That's what Toastmasters makes us different, actually. Toastmaster people, they understand the audience, what the audience wants to listen. That's what we speak. The person who is in front of you, what he wants to listen, we deliver that. So I think I have the option to deliver. Okay.
Yeah, you have. We have shared the
Yeah,
host.
great. Okay. Great. Okay. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, great. Okay, thriving in table topics. So it's not just surviving in table topics. Anybody can survive. Toastmasters, we should always aim to thrive, right? To gain rich exposure and rich understanding of what is happening with this. So we will try. Okay, now what we will go through in this small session, we will have a few tips about how to tackle table topics. So these are not some guide rules or regulations from Toastmasters. Some of these tips I have learned from my experience, which I am sharing with you. You can try and you can even improvise it as per your convenience. Nothing hard and fast here. And strategies, a few strategies which we will try, and the question and answer session. And I believe that question and answer session is where I will ask the questions and you will answer for them. It's not the other way around. Okay, because I can only ask questions. I cannot answer everything. Okay, so why table topics is tragic? Why people get nervous the moment when they were called for table topics in Toastmasters? The reason is very simple. What I told you, it's about the fear of the unknown. Okay, Mark Twain once he said, if I want to deliver a good impromptu speech, I need a preparation of 2 to 3 weeks. When Madam Toastmaster Sheetal requested me to deliver this table topics workshops, I immediately said yes, because delivering a workshop of 40 minutes or 30 minutes is very easy. Instead, if she would have invited me for a table topic session or table topic question to answer, I would have declined actually, because yeah, the free meeting is going to end in 10 minutes. So let us try to go through it. If we get disconnected, don't worry. Please join again. And I want to really appreciate Toastmaster Jitesh and Toastmaster Sridhar for taking this effort. Okay. So
And
it usually takes more time to prepare a good impromptu speech. They say sometimes we see some people and say they are overnight success. They suddenly become a millionaire or billionaire. Nothing happens overnight actually. It takes a lot of years and lot of efforts to see that overnight success. If somebody is delivering a good impromptu speech, it doesn't mean he's lucky or he's just smart. No, he has really worked towards it over many years actually. That's what helps him to deliver a good impromptu speech. Okay, because we see that when we want to deliver within a very short period of time, our thoughts should be very focused and to the point, and the way should be very clear in which we are expressing to the audience. Now, in Toastmasters, we are all friends, okay? We are all learning from each other. I'm not a teacher and you are not a student, or not, or vice versa. I don't know many things which I have learned from Toastmaster Sheetal and Toastmaster Jitesh. Okay, I will learn more from you, each and every one of you. So you are in Toastmasters and nobody is going to evaluate you or criticize you. You can fall, you can fail here. We can learn from each other. So don't worry about whether you are right or wrong. Nothing is right or wrong in Toastmasters. It's only learning. Okay. And these are a few tips which I employ personally in table topics. First and foremost is listen carefully for all the words. Listening is a very, very challenging activity more than speaking. If you ask me to speak for an hour, I can do it very conveniently. But my wife always complains I am not listening properly. Okay, so the point here is that listening is a very challenging activity. It requires a lot of your energy and commitment to listen carefully. So this table topics more than speaking, it will help you to listen carefully all the words. Sometimes the last word given by your spouse is the most important of the whole line. Okay, so listen carefully before committing to something. Okay, because the last word is very important. So listen carefully and then come to a conclusion what is the actual meaning of the line or the sentence. Okay, so listen carefully. This is suggested. And second is pause. Now, before we commit to something, okay, we have to think how I am going to start, how I am going to proceed, and then how I am going to reach the conclusion. So once you receive the table topic master will give you a topic. Don't start immediately. It may look like an easy topic. Most of the times, the easy topics are the challenging one, because you have a flood of thoughts coming to your mind, okay, and then you don't know how to arrange it, or which one to bring in, which one to leave it. So take 10 to 15 seconds pause, and then think about it, how I'm going to proceed, which story will be most apt to share for this particular topic, right? So begin with the end in your mind. Get to the point. Answer the question directly. If someone is asked you, who is your best friend? That means the best friend can be only one. It cannot be 2, 3 people, right? So go to the introduction of the friend, and then you answer to that question. You should not start with like, I have many best friends. In my college time, I had one best friend. During my work, I have something as another best friend. In my neighborhood where I'm living, I have another best friend. No, get to the point. The topic was very simple. It is asking, who is your best friend? There can be only one. Toastmaster Jitesh is my best friend. Why? You can justify it, you can summarize it, stick to the topic, right? So that you have only 1 to 2 minutes to justify your position or explain your stand. So get to the point and answer the question. Now 4, use what you know. Okay, now once I get the topic, I cannot go and read Robin Sharma and come back and answer the question or the topic. If I have already read Robin Sharma, I can talk about Robin Sharma a little bit. I can give a quote from Mandela, but I have what I already have with me to answer or attempt to the topic, right? I cannot, okay, I may go back after the session and I can read more and learn more. That's okay. But to answer to the question or the topic, you stick to what you already possess with you. Okay, whatever you have read, whatever in your life you went through, use those things and connect the dots and present and try your level best to address the topic, right? So use what you already know about the topic. Befriend humor. I think humor is important. People repeatedly say, but it is very tough actually. I have tried a couple of times. I fell flat. Okay, so the humor didn't went well. That's okay. But what it helps is that it helps us to convince the person with very quickly, because you are addressing to the emotions of the people. People do not listen to your words, they emote actually. So what they see, they should be able to correlate in their life. Okay, so befriend humor. Try to bring a little bit of lightness to your speech. It need not be very philosophical. Okay, so try to be a little humorous. It's okay. I have seen some of the people who are in some of our contests. They have not spoken on the topic, but they made people laugh, and they were able to secure a position. Okay, in the winning slot. So humor, everyone loves it, but it rarely we can deliver it. That's the problem. Okay, and delivery matters, of course. I cannot. For example, if I'm getting a topic, tell us about the most enthusiastic moment in your life. I cannot deliver. I have a beautiful content for this topic, okay, but I cannot deliver like I had a very good enthusiastic moment in my life. It was very enjoyable moment. I cannot speak like this, because an enthusiastic moment has to be enthusiastic, right? So it has to be delivered with enthusiasm. So whatever you are delivering, it has to be it has to match with the content. If somebody is asked, you are expressing in your speech, my friend met with an accident. I cannot say delivering while delivering this part of the sentence. I cannot say my friend had an accident. Oh, we cannot say like that. You have to emote your sentences or words what you are using it, right? So write more, right? Because on online we cannot do many things. While you are on stage, you can do a little bit more. At least the facial expressions and the gestures what you are giving, they have to match with those words. It's not memeing actually. You are not changing or representing every word with the gestures, but you try to bring it a little bit of emotion should match with the speech. Now, time is a tough teacher. In Toastmasters, they say you have to be 1 minute is green light or slide will be shown. So that means you are eligible for the table topics because you are qualified for the table topic session. As a speaker, you are qualified. 1 minute is the minimum which you should speak. And next it goes to, sorry, there is a small correction had to be made here. The yellow, it should be 1 minute 30 seconds. 1 minute and 30 seconds is the yellow. Apology for that correction. 2 minutes is the red. 2 minutes you have to wind up, and 2 minutes 30 seconds. Beyond 2 minutes 30 seconds you can speak. Audience may not, the judges may not consider you to be qualified. So minimum 1 minute you have to speak, maximum 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Now, how we can do this one? Within 1 minute, you try to give a proper introduction and dive into the topic. Okay, by the time you are green, you already have introduced the body and the little bit of body, and the proper opening should be there. Then yellow, you already completed your story and you start to conclude the point what you are trying to convey. And by 2, you should not wait for 2 minutes 30 seconds. 2 minutes you try to wind up and complete your speech. So 1 minute green, 1.5 minute, that's 1 minute and 30 seconds is yellow, and 2 minutes red maximum. And still you have 30 seconds more for winding it. Okay, so 2 minutes 30 seconds we already have for one table topic to be attempted. Now don't worry about spending the initial 10 to 15 seconds thinking very nicely on the topic. It's okay, it's your time, it's available with you, but don't take longer period of pause. Take 10 seconds and think about the topic, how you are going to deliver and approach it. Then you continue with that. Okay. Now, what are the possible things which we move through in the table topics? They can talk about a person, place, property, or a phenomenon. They can talk about, like what we said, who is your best friend.